injecting into your ear. Well, hello and welcome to Qlik Spotlight, Qlik Spotlight at Qonnections. And I have the very great pleasure of interviewing John Sands, the creator of Qlik Spotlight. Welcome, John.
Well, thank you so much, John, for inviting me. And I feel privileged myself that actually I get to be interviewed by myself. It's a very strange experience, I must say.
So, how's Qonnections been for you so far? You had a good time?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. It's great. I mean, I love going here, and I'm actually meeting so many people, and some people who actually were at Qlik and now are with partners, and it's a real time to network. And I'm actually, and the interviews are going really well. So we've got the Trinity people, we've got Dan Summer, we've got loads of stuff going on, and it's a very busy time for me, but obviously a great chance to get to meet so many good people.
Now, I'm a big fan of Spotlight. I think you do an incredible job with those interviews. It's really good, and I enjoy watching them. But what was the reasoning behind, why did you feel the need for Spotlight to be here in the first place?
Well, I'm so glad that you like it, John. You're obviously, great minds think alike, and and the interviews are special for me, and I really enjoy doing them. It came about because we're not getting a chance now to actually spend time with people across different geographies, different functions, and I thought, well, we need, there's enough PowerPoint, there's enough corporate presentations out there. We need to get to know the people themselves. So I thought, it's one of those wake up in the middle of the night times where I thought, that would be perfect, and started doing it, and got some really good traction on there, and it seems to resonate. And now we have the internal comms updates on the Fridays, and people like it, and it's a human touch, and I'm so glad that it works out, and I'm glad that I have you as my biggest fan.
I know in the past you've been involved in enablement and education and IT, etc. Do you think that has helped in the way that you structure the interviews, the way that you understand what's going on?
Yeah, it has. Because it means I'm able to relate to people on all levels. So as far as my education is concerned, when you've got to teach people, difficult subjects, maybe technical subjects, you need to have that skill of being able to relate stuff. And also with my pre-sales background as well, that was also something that I've done at Qlik, and that helps you on a great level. It's education, it's a wonderful skill, and it can be done badly, and and I think it's helped me to do that and to get a conversational level rather than just the last thing I wanted to do is to sit here and do fire off questions and have it as a interrogation and not a conversation. So yes, it has helped.
I also know that, you've been at Qlik now, 11 years? Amazing how that time that you've been here, but your career journey has been different, hasn't it? So what has happened as you've been at Qlik for that time? How has your career gone on, and what made you make those choices?
Well, it's actually a badly worded question, John. I must say I need to have a word with you about how you structure your questions, but I get what you mean. And I think my journey from pre-sales to product marketing and over into culture and talent, where I am now, it's been great, and I've not been found out. I'm still here after 12 years. So, and I have a real passion for this company and what they do. So, when I was in product marketing, I was presenting at conferences, at the Business Discovery World Tour, the Data Revolution Tour, all of those. And I'm a bit of a show off at heart, and I do like to get up and do that. And it's been fantastic. And what Qlik has done is actually allowed me to do that and to actually move within the company rather than going somewhere else, which is fantastic. And like I say, I'm still here, so that's good.
So you're at Qonnections, fantastic. So who have you interviewed and who have you spoke to, and what's the reasoning why you've spoken to those people?
Well, that's a very good question. Much better. Well done. We're not governed, but this is a perfect opportunity at Qonnections for us to get all these people that wouldn't normally be together. So, grabbing the people from Maturity like Dan Potter and also Itmar, the CMO from Maturity, and getting them in a chair and being able to ask the questions. We had Jen Holvey, who's just joined, part of Roberto Sigona's team, and it's perfect. It's perfect, and we do the virtual spotlights, and actually we're the only people that I know of, that me and Mark know of, that are actually doing this. So it's a real groundbreaker for what we're doing. And so when we're sitting here, when I'm next to and face to face with the people, I find that is a much better way. You get a better connection than you can ever do virtually. But you have to do virtual. It's no way we can all get together at the same time. But yeah, so this is the perfect opportunity. And the reason we do it is because of events and compelling events that are coming up, like with the data literacy project, with Rick, and with, like I said, the opportunity side, and that's what leads us in the way for who we're going to interview in the time we've got.
Well, John, thank you so much for being part of Qlik Spotlight. I've waited for ages to get you under that, and it's a real great pleasure. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of Qonnections and keep on doing the great work that you're doing.
Well, you're making me blush, John, and it's also a privilege that I can be sat here with you asking me these questions, and long may it continue. Thank you very, very much. Well, thank you very much for that critique, John. I learned from the master, obviously.